Your turn, Javed.
I learned long ago only to rely on myself. Before I kill you, you must know. Triss Marigold is being dragged to the laboratories as we speak. Torture will follow. Everyone breaks sooner or later. It's merely a question of time. What say you, Witcher? Still the indifferent tough guy?
You're bluffing. You send assassins after me, conjure up beautiful words, threaten to kill me. But you're scared to death and simply postponing the inevitable.
Alar Zar bin Tala.
Berengar?
I was afraid I'd be late. Can you use a hand?
For a second there I wasn't sure if... I'm surprised to see you.
I needed to think.
Coward, you know the punishment you face. You can evade it by slaying Geralt of Rivia. You may earn my mercy.
Your threats don't impress me anymore. Prepare, sorcerer. I've come here for you. We'll meet again, White Wolf.
Berengar made his decision. He knew where Javed was hiding. He also knew I'd find the sorcerer sooner or later. He knew that facing Javed alone was suicide for either of us.
I'll tear you to pieces.
And I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. I had to attend to the eating of my lunch. But anyways, I skipped the fight before the one with Avzar Javed with those giants, because you'd already seen it before, so I didn't think there was a point in showing it again, since it was basically the same thing, except it didn't take me as long because I used Incinerate a lot, or Igni if you prefer. In any case, we are now in the fight with Avzar Javed, and I am actually going to use Incineration because I can, and it's one of the things I think is neat. And luckily for me, he doesn't regenerate, or he isn't immune to it or anything, because the developers were not quite that annoying as to make him
Your tricks
immune to
naught.
fire attacks, because he's a fire mage, which I am grateful for. And he's a jackass as usual. Will you stop that? Come on. This constantly knocking me on my ass you're doing is not
Yuri.
very nice of you, Mr. Fire Mage. So we're going to do as I said I would and run the hell away while we fight him. So I will try not to stay in one place for too long a time and keep my health high also, so that he cannot do that asshole thing he does and essentially gang up on me and hit me a bunch. I hate you. Have I mentioned that? If not, then I have now.
I'll tear you to
Something
pieces.
you should probably do to know. Now, he's at half health, so hooray for us. Because we are going to kick his ass and make him very, very dead. Okay, that's enough ass kicking for the time being. Time to run. Give my health a chance to regenerate, because I don't want him to kill me again. Getting through that fight with those giant mutants was a bit of a pain before, and I'd rather only have to do it 2 times than rather than 4 million, if I can possibly manage it.
Your tricks are for naught.
Okay. Now, come on, Geralt, get up. And run. Yes, I think we could do with a bit of breathing room to regen our health right now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, okay. There he is. Back him off with fire
Tear
and
you to pieces.
decent health damage. Good, good, good. Come on, then. That's good. He's almost down.
Your tricks
Back
are
off, Geralt. Back off. Fire. Get him at a distance. For a moment, and he's doing his cheap-ass bullshit again. I hate that move. I really fucking do.
You're in deep shape.
His health is low. Good. Very good. Now I wish he would just stop knocking me on my ass. I have enough of that from every other enemy I've fought in this game, honestly. Now, how about you die? Thank you very much, Azar. You will not be missed, you son of a bitch. But now we're going to take your shit. After I drop a thing or two so I can fit all of your shit. And this salamander brooch is absolutely freaking useless to us. Let's get something that's not a valuable wyvern egg. Yeah. We'll take those two. Let's see. A scroll that we can make a gold talent point with. And experiments. Documents describing his experiments for the mutant assassins. I probably will not actually read that codex entry, just because I don't see it being particularly relevant at this point. And Berengar, I'm going to loot you for your potions and a couple of Morins, because Geralt leaves nothing to waste, but I'm glad you came to help us, Berengar. I'm just sorry it cost you your life. Although, honestly, Berengar seemed like the kind of fellow who would prefer to go out fighting than anything else. He just seemed like that. He preferred to go out in a fight rather than anything else. That, and seeing as he hated being a Witcher and considered himself a mutant, he would probably almost be relieved to be dead, one would think. But we can't really say we knew him, or at the very least Geralt's memories of him, if he had any, haven't returned yet, so I can't say for certain. That's just the impression I got of him. But why would Azar Javin have a mirror here amongst everything else? This strikes me as more than a little bizarre, and worth investigating. So I think we need to check it out.
Javed, can you hear me? What's going on?
Wait.
How are the experiments
I know
progressing?
that voice.
I urgently need those mutated
No,
Knights
it
of the Order
can't
in
be.
Vizima. And send me more failed ones.
It is.
At this stage,
it's
I can afford
Grand
no
Master
delays.
Of the Order
Respond.
of the Flaming Rose. He's fucking
Javed's
working
dead.
with Salamandra.
Witcher Geralt.
That son of a bitch.
Expect to see me, Grandmaster. Soon.
Yes, and expect heads to roll. Especially your head. Mr. Grandmaster Asshole Person.
Wolf, you're alive.
Yavin, I'm glad to see you survived.
Find what you wanted?
Yes.
Yeah,
although
but it was
not
a
as I
little
had imagined.
complicated, I'm
Wolf.
afraid.
I killed the Salamandra leader.
No look of satisfaction?
Not yet. As it turns out, Salamandra is not acting alone. The Order of the Flaming Rose stands behind it.
I'm not surprised.
I must tell the king at once.
True. I have a boat at the landing. Join me when you're ready.
All right, thanks.
Yes, we'll follow you there. And yeah, as it happens, Geralt was kind of shocked to find out, I think, that the Order of the Flaming Rose was working with Salamandra. Because he wasn't fond of the Order and thought they were arrogant dicks and, well, to put it bluntly, racists. But we never really thought they'd be working with a group like Salamandra, who kidnap children and torture and experiment on people for fun. Just didn't seem like the kind of thing that was even remotely possible. Yet here we are, with that very scenario occurring before us. It's more than a little shocking for both Geralt and me. I gotta be honest, folks, I did not anywhere near see that coming. That was one hell of a twist as far as the story goes. And it was unbelievable. This game has done an excellent job with its story so far, and putting in these twists and turns in such a way that they're interesting and compelling, and you want to see the story keep on going, but at no point has this game's storyline ever in even a little bit of what I would call predictable. It's always shocked the hell out of me when something happens. Like this, Ada being with Salamandra, the curse, it's all been a goddamn shock to discover. And I've loved it. But now, it's time for us to head back to the city with Yavin.
Wolf.
Boat ready?
Yes, Vizima in revolt awaits.
Okay, cut the rhetoric and grab the oars. We need to get going. Fast. I have a very bad feeling about this. Things are not going to go well, I don't think.
Cut the rhetoric and grab the oars.
To the temple quarter we go. Epilogue. Interesting. I didn't actually know there was an epilogue. I thought it was just 5
Sire,
chapters and that's it.
Victory! Despite heavy losses, we now
Apparently
control
not.
the trade quarter.
And
Excellent.
oh dear.
What news from DeWitt?
He's dead. Cut down by that godless
Flanked
butcher,
by
the
one
Witcher.
of the mutants.
Useless
I see.
DeWitt. Have the town criers informed the people Ada has become a Strigger?
Yes, but the Witcher found the beast.
Geralt of Rivia. Only he stands between me and... We must fan the flames of chaos. Release more of our experiments, and let the elves wreak havoc.
Grandmaster, I must protest. As a nobleman and representative of...
Enough. Give the people more food, and tell them any God-fearing human can find shelter at the castle of the Order of the Flaming Rose. Adalbert, I thank you for your loyal service. Take him away. A new era dawns. An era of superhumans. None will stop me. I appoint you my new adjutant. Know your assignment?
Kill the Witcher.
Then go.
Oh my god. We thought an open revolt by non-humans
Geralt, you've arrived at a moment that should be
was
called
bad,
nothing short
but
of
this
historic.
is a million
Dandelion,
times
I'm
worse.
glad you're alive too, but I have important matters.
More important than a Temerian-Redanian alliance with far-reaching consequences?
What?
Stop being dramatic and tell me what's happening.
All right, let me tell you quickly before Yavin's arrested.
He won't be as long as I'm here.
The king will be forced to acknowledge me as a temporary ally.
You sure? Foltest already has an ally in Radovid of Redania.
I'm certain. Humans live brief lives like mayflies. they're not likely to surprise me. Whether king or poet, no offense, Dandelion.
We can't pass through the city without the king's consent. You're still a wanted elf.
Then let us speak to your king.
And let's hope I can get him to see reason. The ashes of Vizima meet the king. Her Highness the Striga. That wants to point us to old Vizima. But it also says... Where's that? Let's see. We must inform the king of DeWitt's betrayal. And there he is. Now I am going to save and hope this does not go badly.
Welcome, Witcher.
Sire.
We have several things to discuss.
Of course.
I'm listening.
Stop deliberating, son. We need to put out the fire in this whorehouse. You'll get the princess's hand, and if life has taught me anything, half the kingdom as soon as I'm gone. As for de Aldersberg, we need to be rid of him. The Witcher will slay him.
I'm a little lost here.
Relax, we'll pay you as much as you want.
I'm a Witcher, not a hit. All right. 10,000.
Isn't that a bit much?
Come on, Foltest, the kingdom's worth a lot more than that.
Yes, I suppose the boy's right. But you shall take home 8,000.
It's a deal.
So, we're all agreed. Radovid, your armies must subdue the Order in Redania and in the north of my lands.
My armies will embark on a mission of fraternal assistance.
I don't want any fucking fraternal assistance. The phrase rubs me the wrong way. You are to smash the Knights of the Order and withdraw.
Relax, Foltest. My children will rule this land. I don't intend to destroy it.
Forgive me, your majesties, but I feel it's time I...
One more thing, Witcher.
I'm
Yes?
listening.
So, let's talk politics. And don't you dare mention neutrality. Judging by your company, you're already involved. Possibly up to your nose.
Yeah,
Sire,
I'm afraid
your wish is my
you
command.
have to be...
To the average
I have to
pleb in
say
the
you're
street,
right
the
about
Order is
that.
fighting my armies, but make no mistake. This is a confrontation between me and the Grand Master, that ambitious fanatic.
You're gonna get
Directed
no
all of
arguments
Salamandra's
from me
actions and
here.
intentionally
That son
provoked
of
the
a
uprising.
bitch is with
What do you mean?
Salamandra.
I thought you'd be interested, sire.
Very interested, and that means the Order is the enemy, is that clear?
Definitely.
As day. The Order is the enemy, not the Scoia'tael.
You're getting it, but only if those long-eared bastards stop burning my city and slaying my merchants. Did you hear that, Yavin?
And if those long-eared bastards cease, can they then, as fighters for freedom and decency, count on the king's clemency? Or even amnesty?
Only those that lay down their arms. And not all can be forgiven. The people would not understand. Yavin, you must disappear. Go away somewhere far. I shall restrain my officers from hunting you for a few days.
You'll restrain them longer and instruct them not to look hard. In gratitude, for we'll rid you of Jacques de Aldersberg. Sire, one other matter.
I think I know where
Witcher?
he's going with this.
How is Ada feeling?
Much better than she was as a Striga, yet she won't be herself again for some time. Witcher, how can I thank you?
I'm glad Ada is alive and well. Can you ensure that the Witcher's friends will be the same, sire?
Yes, that's something I can promise. Witcher, I wish to know who was behind all this.
DeWitt transformed the princess.
How so?
He was acting on behalf of the Order.
The bastard! If I could get my hands on him.
Unfortunately, he's a
Those
little
responsible
too
assumed
dead
your
for
position
that,
would be
I'm
undermined
afraid.
if the princess wreaked havoc as a Striga. DeWitt has been punished.
I'm glad to hear it. Now go. Vizima is burning, fighting rages. You won't have an easy time of it.
People see Witchers as monster slayers. Rightly so. Few know we draw greater satisfaction from removing a curse or a spell. Swords are a final resort. As long as there was a chance I could save the princess, I had to try. It was worth it.
this is interesting indeed. We find
better not.
ourselves in the middle of a rebellion by the Order of the Flaming Rose against the Kingdom of Temeria. And we now must fight through them and deal with the matter.
Then bold Foltest uttered these words. Virtuous Radovid.
What the hell is that?
I'm trying to keep a faithful and accurate record of these events.
He said, stop deliberating, son. We need to put out the fire in this whorehouse.
Yes, thank you,
have
Geralt.
no sense of poetry. There's the truth of time and the truth of legend.
Well, I don't much
You'll
care
never
for
change.
legends,
The
honestly.
pen is mightier than the sword, and you'll never change either. Off to save the world again when nobody's asked you.
I'm getting 8,000 gold out of it, so I'd say that's good motivation. Plus, this asshole still has my stuff.
I need to finish something.
I understand. Good luck.
Thank you, Dandelion. You're a good friend. If a little bit odd sometimes. And now we have to fight our way through the Order of the Flaming Rose to reach the Grand Master and murder his ass. And that's Siegfried, who is probably going to be with these Order bastards who are going to try to butcher us. But this recording has been going on for an incredibly long amount of time, and I think I'm going to call a close to it here. So, thank you very much for watching. Let's play The Witcher Enhanced Edition. And I will see you next time when we will be fighting our way through the Order of the Flaming Rose to reach the Grand Master and end this clusterfuck of a situation we currently find ourselves in. See you then, folks. See you then.